made it to the top, you can bet that. Catch us cruising.
We on deck. We back with another one, segment 2. If you ask me, I'm your host Deme D. Got Rudy on deck and Stroll Mac. This segment, we're gonna talk about Outkast. We're gonna talk about which are their best 2 albums, not favorite. Which one we feel are their best 2. So we're gonna start with Stroll Mac on this one. Which one you think the Outkast?
My 2 that I think are their best is ATLiens and Aquemini. To me, I think those 2 are their best albums. Main reason is, like, I love their first album, and I think Southern Playalistic was dope, but ATLiens, which is the second one, Andre started really coming into his own lyrically, I think. Like, I think he started coming into his own lyrically. I mean, Aquemini, he just, like, skyrocketed, but, and then on top of that, to me, the production on there I thought was dope on ATLiens. I love Southern Playalistic, and I think that album is dope, but I think ATLiens and Aquemini are their best ones. The 4th album I like, but at the same time it wasn't my favorite, and I think it was the 4th one was the one that had Stankonia. I like, but it wasn't my favorite. Yeah, it was commercial. It was. I think they were like testing the waters a lot, and I liked them for that. And I liked the album, but it's not my favorite.
That's
album.
The one that put them on TV.
Yeah.
Like for everyone though. Like that's when Sergeant Jackson and all that shit.
No, Sergeant Jackson wasn't on.
That's the one that kind of crossed them over.
That is.
Bombs on
Back with their first single.
Over from Rosa
Yeah, they were actually
a little bit.
They were.
I think they got their first look because of that.
Nah, because I think Elevators actually that track like started people really started looking at it.
I don't think that crossed them over though.
It didn't cross them over, but they started getting a lot of play with that Elevators track, and then they just kept elevating from there in regards to like popularity and promotion wise. And even their last album, the Speaker Box, I like that. I like it.
That's not an Outkast album.
Well, it's 2 albums. Yeah, solo. It's my least favorite, but I like that album too. I like Big Boy. I like Big Boy on there. I like Andre 3000.
I think Big Boy's half is better.
Yeah, Big Boy half.
I mean,
and
I like Andre's half. I ain't no front. I like Andre's half.
Before we go to the songs though, so what albums you rolling with?
Aquemini.
I mean, I think that's like a given.
Yeah, and
I think so.
Southern Playalistic, Funky Cadillac Music. Right. Love that album. That album is amazing. And I actually have a bit of a disagreement with you, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like one of the reasons I like both of those albums, among most of their early albums, is that as much as I love Andre 3000, because I think he's a super lyricist and all that, Big Boy does not get the credit he deserves.
You're right.
And I think he out-rapped him on both those fucking albums.
Which album was that?
Aquemini and Southern, especially Southern Playlist.
No, I agree with
he
Southern
out-rapped the shit out of him.
I do agree with Southern Playlist. Like, I think Big Boy out-rapped him, but I don't think he out-rapped him in ATL.
No. ATLiens, no.
You said Aquemini, you think Big Boy out-rapped him? I do. You know, I think that, you know what?
At bare minimum, they were just neck and neck.
Yeah, I think on Aquemini is the only album that they were neck and neck. I think.
I probably have a little bit of a bias, but
I do partially agree with you.
Southern Playalistic, he out-rapped them like easily.
Yeah.
Like running loops. And 2 of the reasons I love both those albums is because even though the production was very different on both of them, I feel like personally I think that those 2 albums, the lyrics were the most visual. As far as what they were talking, not necessarily storytelling.
I know what you're saying, but just
I could see everything they were rapping about. Like it was very interesting. And on Aquemini specifically, it's funny to hear that this is the time that you get to still hear Andre 3000 kind of rap about drug dealing and shit. Like if you're really paying attention.
Not on Aquemini though.
Yeah. Tidbits.
Maybe ATL and Southern Playalistic. Aquemini.
I made sure to listen to it this morning on the way here.
I don't know. But I mean, clearly Aquemini is like it's hands down. So I don't agree with the ATLiens though. You said Southern Playalistic, but. So what are the songs on AT? Because I actually disagree. I feel like that's their worst album. I feel like
ATLiens is worse than Stankonia?
Yeah, absolutely. Stankonia is definitely better than that.
But I don't think ATLiens is whack though. So
I'm not saying it's whack. I'm saying it's the least out of that. I'm saying on that, I don't like the production, and they sound like they didn't nail it. Like all the other albums, they sound like they nailed it. I'm not even counting those because those are 2 solo albums. Unless you want to count Outer Wild, which is like a. I'm counting the 4.
Yeah, but it's a movie, like but they counted as like their album because it was a soundtrack.
So I'm going So what's the songs on ATL
On ATL?
that makes it your second favorite?
ATLians, the track itself, I thought was dope. Of course, Elevators.
All the singles.
Jezebel
All the
was
singles.
dope. Babylon was dope.
That's fire.
13th Floor, Growing Old was dope. And Out of the Woods was dope. And most of those tracks, they're actually talking about their life, like being from the streets and going into the music industry. Like a lot of those tracks, that's what they're talking about. So to me, that's one of the things I like about it, because it's real. It's not just, pimp. They're talking about like, we used to do this, we're trying to get an industry. The industry's no different than what we used to do on the streets, but you still got to struggle. So it was, to me, more relatable, and it was more
Southern
real.
was the same thing, though.
Yeah, Southern was, but Southern to me was, like I said, that's a dope album. That's a dope, and that's a classic album to me too. That's a classic album to me too. Like I can't really argue as that album. Like to me, either or. Like you could say that over there. So I can't say nah. I totally disagree. I think they were all three. Like for the most part, I think most of their albums is classic albums. And when it comes right down to it, it's really which one you think is better. I don't think you can really rate their albums in regards to which is better than the other. It's just which you like most. Because to me,
I think
most
hands
of their
down,
albums
Criminalize the best. I think hands down.
I fairly agree. I don't think they made a whack album up until like past
no whack
that.
albums.
Yeah.
So it
Like
really
even
doesn't matter of preference.
Like even Stankonia, to me, that was a dope album.
Nice.
But that was my
I loved
least
it.
favorite
I loved
out of those four, or out of the 7 or whatever. That was my least favorite. But I still thought it was dope. Like I think with Stankonia, I have to be in the realm to listen to Stankonia. As opposed to the first 3 albums, it doesn't matter how I'm feeling. I could just pop them in.
Dre is on fire on Stankonia though, man. He's on fire. Like Dre on ATLians still sound like I'm trying to get there. Southern playalistic, but on Stankonia, it's like his flow, it's over. Cause even off of Criminal, he was that guy, but
He was not that guy.
I'm talking about flow. I mean, you're saying Big Boy out rapping, but I don't think you're gonna get too many agreements on that. But so we're going Southern playalistic.
He was technically better than.
We're going Southern playalistic.
And a Criminal.
Criminal, ATL, of course, Criminal. I'm going Southern playalistic as well. So let us know what y'all think. Your favorite 2 albums from Outkast.
I had a whole track. I had a whole detailed thing as to why I felt this way. You guys.
I think because I'm the only one.
Bring
You
notes.
know why? Because
This is what y'all do.
I think because the problem is
Don't cut this out.
I'm the only one
So
that's actually stepped outside.
So all right, so Southern playalistic.
What were you
This
saying?
is for both. For Southern playalistic and
But Criminalized, we don't even have to know.
But you didn't say
I actually have
I
different.
did. I said Criminalized Southern playalistic.
so
I got different songs. I got different reasons for him. For one, they had Raekwon on that album. No one even talks about that.
Yeah, of course,
It's a single, though.
Skew and barbecue and stew. That shit
It's
is
a
for
single.
real.
I didn't know the nigga was on it.
Word?
When I came
It
out,
was
a
a
single.
single.
I'm not sure how old it was.
Matter of fact, was that their first single or their second? I think that was the second
Rosa
single.
Parks is the first.
Yeah, Rosa Parks is the first. It's Skew
Rosa
and
Parks is the album.
Barbie.
We're gonna have to clip it there though. We know another episode.
Yo,
If
the
you
hell
ask
with that.
me.
The hell with Raekwon.
Subscribe to the channel.
The artist
Hit that
storytelling
red
was
button.
fire. Not
Deme
only
D,
the
back
artist
with another.
storytelling was fire, but they brought Slick Rick back.
Yeah.